Oh boy. That's some heavy lag. But what's good, everyone? It's me again. And ironically, we're going to talk about... Oh, that's actually kind of cool that they put the scene of Silver Wolf in her level 999 form. Okay, give me a second. There we go. I feel like this may be the best call to do. Well, that fixed everything. Anyway. Back to the main thing. I never thought I would actually be ahead of everything when it comes to... Huh. Again, interesting to see that they actually applied all the stuff for Silver Wolf level 999. But honestly, yeah, I never expect to actually talk about how things are going so far in Planarcadia at this point. Never really did, but I actually managed to do it, and that's pretty cool. I'm still having trouble with getting Evanesia, sadly, but honestly, better than nothing in all honesty. I know, I just know I have to go through those things again. Just to get some chests. But anyway, what's going on with 4.0 to 4.2? And what's going to come up to be in 4.3? My thoughts and everything that's been happening so far. Honestly, this was an interesting one. The dialogue isn't too much, which is a more thankful thing to actually appreciate, because while I like a good story, I don't like it being cluttered if it's not like a visual novel or something like that, because this is supposed to be like an action adventure RPG based like game. I think you get the point. And while the dialogue isn't too much, I have to admit that I am kind of wishing that we had a few more battles here and there, because I don't know. After getting all these characters and all that, I expected like a large battle to happen. That's gonna take a lot of time and effort just to beat and all that. But no. The biggest challenge I had with the most recent stuff, and please don't take this the wrong way, if you're someone from Hoyo reacting to this, the biggest challenge that I had here was Sparksy. Like, literally, I had more of a challenge due to Sparksy than the one in the bosses in 4.1 and 2. Now that just might be me leveling up Silver Wolf level 999 and Trailblazer on the path of elation to their near max. But I thought I would get like a few more battles here and there. But not really. Which is kind of disappointing because I really did want to try out Silver Wolf level 999 and Trailblazer Elation form. But no, I guess not. That isn't to say it's bad, I just probably expected a few more fights. Oh. I'm back down here. That's weird. Huh. I still don't understand this one. Why the pile of chairs? That just makes no sense to me. Wait. Secret room. What the heck? I don't think I've been here. Huh. I don't think this part was unlocked during the storyline. So, this is strange. Anyway, yeah, besides that bit, I have to say I'm enjoying Planarcadia from 4.0 to 4.2. Just expected a few more battles here and there. With the saying that was provided with all of them, but I guess that's just a me thing. I wonder if these rooms have been changed. Not really. Really did expect a few more chests over here, but I guess not. That's fair, I guess. Have to make them more hidden and all that. Oh. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. But yeah. Other than the events have been interesting. That is to say, the ones that have been introduced. And that would... This one's a bit better, actually. compared to the actually this one's the fact that it's now 2v1 with the boss one, with your opponent having like a boss form and all that, it's a bit more interesting, I will admit. Honestly, this was interesting too, especially seeing that potentially every character that we've seen actually has their own little cat cake, which is cool. I still got some stuff to do, but I have to say this one was probably the most interesting one, considering that the end cutscene of it shows a bit more involving Trailblazer and their thoughts on their journey and all that. It also kind of shows how far we've come throughout this whole thing, which is really interesting. What's there? Oh, okay. Oh. What the heck? Oh. Yes, well, other than that, not much else to really say. The elation stuff, though, is a interesting factor, and it makes me wonder when it comes to new paths that are going to be explored, are also going to have a new effect involving them, or if elation is just going to be its own single thing. I don't know, but it would be interesting to see if, like, we happen to get, like, a new battle mechanic depending on the path we have to use and or gain. Oh. Cool, cool. But yes, not much else to really say on that matter. Storyline's pretty good. It seems like we're gonna have some really cool characters, especially in 4.3 and 4.4, considering that we're getting Blade for 4.3 and his new form. I just keep forgetting the name that it's called. That's honestly the thing that is really getting to me. I'm forgetting the name to it. But apparently we're also getting Finon and Cyrene for other characters that we could get. So if you're a person that gets played very easily and you want to get something else, you can get either Cyrene or Finon if you don't have them, or get their, like, Nylons up. Honestly, my main goal is Blade, but I'm hoping to get Evernesia first. There's another character we can get. I can't remember who they are on the top of my head, sadly. But 4.4 is going to be more interesting because supposedly, from what people have been saying, we're getting a new form for Himiko in that one, and we're having another Fate Stay Night Honkai Star Rail collab where supposedly in 4.4 Gilgamesh and Rin are going to be characters that we can unlock and play as in Star Rail. My only hope is the event that follows it is actually good, because the way they hyped up the previous Fate and Star Rail collab, I thought it would be like really awesome, really cool. We get like this awesome battle sequence where Archer in some kind of cinematic fight actually uses our own weapons against us, which would have been really cool, but no, not really. It's also kind of sad that we're not getting Ku Klane for a character that we can unlock too. Not free one, not a banner one, nothing like that. Which honestly kind of sucks. Because I think a lot of Fate Stay Night character fans can say that they actually really like her. I'm one of them. And, well, I'm not completely bummed out. It is a bit sad to see that he's not a playable character in Star Rail. Though, I'm guessing it's going to come into, like, the next version, because, honestly, there is a lot of characters from Stay Night that they could use. And I'm not really seeing a lot of those characters being brought into Star Rail. Near the Assassin, Sakasi. I probably said his name wrong. I definitely did say his name wrong. Or Hassan of the Cursed Arm. I don't really see Medea being added. Or Shiroshio. I probably effed up his name too. But if we're talking about other Stay Night characters, the only ones I can really come up with is Medusa, Heracles, and Ku actually being all characters we can eventually summon to Star Rail. And if we're talking about humans that could get involved, well, I'm not thinking Ilya because I don't really know how Ilya would fight as a character in Star Rail. And Sakura, that's like a really, really loose one, considering that the only version of her that actually gets involved in fighting is Heaven's Field. So unless they bring in that version of Sakura, I don't really see her actually being a playable character in Star Rail. That leaves the only other human, well, two humans, Kotomine Kirei and Shiro Emiya, which Shiro might be a bit more redundant to use, considering that him and Archer are technically the same person, just different timelines and all that. But it would be interesting if they actually did manage to bring him in with a different, unique skill set. I mean, FGO brought Shiro into the picture by making him a vessel for Senji Muramasa. Maybe we'll get something like that, but in reverse, where he gains a servant's power and fights in Star Rail. Maybe. Who knows? because that's kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen to Rin here. Because no offense to Rin, despite being powerful and all that in her own right as a human, a lot of the Star Rail characters are really overpowered, and outside of Rin being like a support character than a main frontline fighter, I don't really see how else she could really be involved in the story of that collab. Which is why, hence, the Presto Servant. Not that I'm saying I'm hating against making Ren a playable character. That it's actually a cool thing that they're adding, doing that, and if they do the storyline event right, then this will be even cooler. But again, we've seen how heroic spirits are, and while she did beat Medea in a fight, that was technically due to Archer's help more than not, because he wasted a lot of the magical energy she had to actually go up against Cuchulainn. And yeah, that allowed Rin the chance to break through and actually beat her in a fight. So, in all honesty, that when it came to throwing hands, I think Rin had more the advantage than Medea. Let's be honest. Out of any servant in that war, in a hand-to-hand fight, she probably had more of a better chance to beat Medea than any of the other servants. Which is still pretty impressive, in all honesty. But still, if she actually did get, like, servant-enhanced powers to actually make her in the same league as a servant that's being called to Star Rail, then yeah, I think she would be good. That, not really much else to really say on that. Let's see. Supposedly the banner is going to end in 11 days from what I'm seeing. So, yeah. We still got a bit of time before that ends and all that. And we're definitely going to get Blade. And that's probably going to be an event that's going to last for like 15 days after so. So, if my math is correct, then we may get the event during actually the Natsuverse / Fate anniversary, in all honesty. And for those of you that don't really understand what I just said, and I can't blame you, I think I explained it poorly, I'm thinking we're gonna get the collab 4.4 that is, during the FGO anniversary date. I say around that time period because that is a possibility to really think about. Not that's just my estimation on the 4.4 stuff. And supposedly Gilgamesh is going to be a character that we can get for free. I don't know if that's going to be true or not, but if it is, we're going to get really, really good luck on that one, because Gilgamesh, a 5-star free character for Star Rail, yeah. I think we're going to be swimming with a ton of luck there. because I think everyone can agree Gilgamesh is a really overpowered character. But yeah. I don't know what the other banners are going to be like after that. I don't know if, from the looks of it, it seems like Blade is going to be the only new character to get for 4.3, and Himiko into her 5-star form is going to be the only new character that we're going to get from Planet Arcadia. And the Gilgamesh and Rim banner are going to probably be the same, coming on at the same time, just like Arturia and Emiya's banner did, or if you want, they're more servant name, Saber and Archer. So yeah, honestly, I'm kind of interested how Gilgamesh will react to everything. Because there is a list of few people that he actually has a positive reaction towards. And I do mean this in people that are alive, that is. Or him being called upon, or something like that. And that list is very small, because outside of the Masters of Chaldea and the Moon Cell, we can say that for sure that probably in Samurai Remnant, I think it was called, where he was a ruler class servant, did he have some positive thoughts about someone? And Tine, if I remember correctly, from the Fate Stay Night, Fate Strange Fake, I think? Yeah, Fate Strange Fake. I've been meaning to get onto that, but never had a chance. But I have the mangas and all that, so probably deciding more to read that than actually watch it, which kind of sucks because I want to see how they do with the animation and all that, since they did a different animation style for this version of this Holy Grail War and all that. So I'm really interested in that. But yeah, other than that, that's all I can really say. And so far for the 4.0 to 4.2, I have to say that the story has plenty of twists. It has plenty of interesting stuff to really dig at. Though, I have to admit, I was expecting more battles and all that. But yeah. Other than that, seems like we're going to have some more interesting stuff coming up. And just because we had like a major bad defeat here, doesn't mean that's the only thing we're going to have to deal with in Planet Arcadia. So can't wait to see what that's going to be like. So with this all said, hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.